Hello, my name is Pratiksha Manglekar and welcome to today's session on essay writing. Essay writing is a very fundamental writing skill which has been a part of the curriculum since ages. We must have studied essay writing, right from our primary school days, and even up to now, even up to masters and post masters and doctorate levels, we practice essay writing, maybe a little more advanced form of it, correct? That is because essay writing is one such writing skill which inculcates a lot of different elements. Okay, and essay writing is not only factual, it can also be personal at times, which includes our personal opinions. That is why essay writing is extremely important. Also, essay writing is not only a part of school curriculum, it is also a part of major examinations. In a lot of examinations, the examiners test the writing skill of a student based on their essays. Okay, so let us look at a few mantras to write extremely powerful essays. You must have learned this several times before. However, I'm going to make a few additions to what you must have already learned. You know that in a lot of competitive exams, in order to know the student's opinion, they put forth such questions which demand you to take a perspective or for you to take a standpoint. Okay, that those questions are expressed through essay writing. And essays, a lot of major examinations, essays are for 250 to 300 marks also. All right, so what is an essay? Essay is a writing skill which assesses your critical and creative thinking abilities. Like I told you, essays need not only be factual, correct? They can include your creativity also. It is a combination of facts as well as your creative writing skills. All right, it is a piece of prose limited to personal point of view. It is about how I see the world. For example, I think you remember what kind of essays we have written in our primary schooling days. My best friend, my favorite animal, or my favorite teacher, or who is an ideal student. All these are very personal opinions, correct? And we think that okay, maybe an ideal student is someone who does so, correct? I think so. My classmates might not agree, okay, or they might have another opinion, right? Anyway, this is a very basic sort of topic. In modern days, for advanced levels, you can expect topics which are related to current events and which demand you to take a perspective. Okay, so let us straight away dive into it. Let us look at the steps that are involved in writing an essay. Okay, first of all, analyze the prompt or question or topic. Normally you are given a topic for essay writing. This is done in order to maintain a uniformity for all the students. All right, so first we need to analyze it, then define your argument, use evidence, cite your sources, organize content, write a draft, and last is to proofread. Let us look at all these steps in detail. All right, the first one is to analyze the prompt or question or topic. Prompt is similar to topic that is given. Sometimes essays are given in the form of questions also, like for example, do you think that technology can replace teachers, right? And you are supposed to take a standpoint. Very clearly they are giving you that question. First of all, what we need to do is look at the key concepts specific to the topic, right? This is important when you are going to build that essay. You cannot talk about everything that is there about that particular topic, about, say for example, this topic itself, technology and teaching. We need to look at, like, say 4-5 point of views, or not point of views, 4-5 points or themes. For example, how teaching was earlier, how it has developed so far, what it is in the modern day, and why do you think we need, why what is the need to switch to a digital format of teaching. Also, do you think what is technology, like the basics of it, and then do you think technology can actually take over this old form of teaching? So you need to be very specific. You need to limit yourself to certain concepts only. Next is to look at the scope of this scope of the topic and this essay. Scope is nothing but how far you can go, to what extent you can write about in this. Again, why that is required is, first of all, a lot of us have what is that, word limit. We have a word limit, say for example 500 words, or say 1,000 words. You don't literally count 500 words. It is an approximate, more or less it should be 500 words. For example, in for someone like me, for my handwriting, 500 words is a page long, a page long essay. It again really depends on how you write. Okay, then we need to look very clearly at the directive terms such as discuss, analyze, define, compare, evaluate. A lot of students no matter what is written, what kind of questions are asked, you always you don't focus on these directive terms that are given. For example, when they tell you to discuss, it should sound like a discussion, the way two people would converse about it. Okay, limited to general knowledge. When they are telling you to analyze, definitely you need to bring in extra points. Okay, because analyzing something is done with a lot of efforts and a lot of studying goes behind it. Define, similarly, when compare is given, you actually need to compare two different things. So in your essay you need to have two different elements, and constantly you need to compare and contrast. Only then this essay, the point of this essay will be fulfilled. Last is evaluation. Okay, evaluate is to look at the final result of something. Define your argument. Okay, why is this important? Because when the reader is reading, your point of view, or what is your stand, should be very clear right from the beginning. Okay, your position regarding the essay. Yes, I do believe that technology has the capacity, or will definitely take over traditional teaching methods. All right, this you need to mention it very clearly. Or no, I don't believe, okay, teachers can never be replaced by technology. Next is your point of view is valid. Okay, why is it valid? Because that is exactly what the examiner wants to know. That is why it is valid. In a lot of advanced say research level of essays, a thesis statement is required. Thesis statement is nothing but your argument. You need to be very clear about what you are going to speak. Say for example, your essays are the prompt that is given, or the topic that is given to you is say conservation of biodiversity. Alright, you cannot simply write in general about conservation of biodiversity. You need to have your argument in it. Okay, even though the topic given is so and so, conservation of biodiversity, or something as simple as global warming. We have written so many essays on global warming, but still it needs to have a standpoint. Okay, because for you understand this, a human being is going to read this. It's a and a human being requires some kind of guidance. Okay, you need to guide the reader. That is why this is a very important step. So when the prompt is given, you need to think about what you are going to speak, right? Because it also depends on what you personally favor and what you know about. Correct? If you don't know about certain things, then you might as well skip that part. Okay, if you really know about it, definitely this should be your argument. Use evidence. Okay, evidence is nothing but information regarding your claim. When you are saying that you believe technology will take over, what is your source? What is the evidence? What is the proof that you are saying so? Okay, it cannot just come out of your mind. So this is for essays where you are getting some time for preparation. Say you are asked to submit an assignment where you get, say, a week's time. You can actually research about these things. Correct? Or normally as students you are expected to keep reading newspapers and be in touch with current affairs. So definitely when you say something, you can quote, say, you read this in a newspaper, you say that, okay, I have, this is from the Times of India, okay, and you are going to use their information. What does this do? Evidence makes that particular claim valid, whatever you are trying to say. So not only I believe this, so many experts also believe in this. Or say you have read this in certain magazine as in not some informative magazine, that is what I mean. So this evidence includes examples, facts, quotations, statistics and illustration. So based on this example, you are saying this. Based on this information from so and so, I am saying this. Okay, what does evidence also do? Give more reasoning to your topic. Show how this evidence is valid for your claim. Again, I am repeating myself. Why I believe in this is because of these reasons. This is why my point of view is valid.